the children. So people don't know that the siblings and the children of brain injury survivors have it hard. We all tend to focus on the injured, that we forget that the kids are also going through it. And it could be a secret, they don't know. So Annie's going to talk about how she felt about it and what she went through.
Hello. My name's Siani Dudu and I'm 13 years old. My dad has TBI, traumatic brain injury. I was 4 years old. 4 years old when the story all happened. I was young, yet I still remember the cops early in the morning. I was young, yet I still remember the shock on my mum's face. I was young, yet I still remember the smell of the hospital room. I was young and I didn't know what happened to my daddy. The thing I did know was that something that day had changed, something that flipped our lives. When I was very young, one night I was with my mum, my dad, and a couple of friends and family. All I remember from that night was seeing my dad walk out the door with my uncle and not coming back. Early that morning, I was woken up by a banging on the door. As Mum was talking to two men with uniforms, I seen her face go blank. I didn't know what was going on. Where's my daddy? I was a normal, happy little girl with a normal life and a dad in a wheelchair. I continued my life not knowing the real meaning of why my dad was in a wheelchair. No one really talked about why he is. Everyone was just focused on the way of getting him out. I got so used to how no one would talk about why he was in a wheelchair that I felt so uncomfortable when people asked me about it. I was about to cry. Everything was going fine and simple with my life when I was in primary. I was still really young. As soon as intermediate hit, I had new friends and a new start. I got to know a few people quite well, their families also. I felt quite awkward talking about whose dad worked where and whose dad did what. I felt different to other people. I didn't talk much about my dad in the first year of intermediate. I didn't talk about my dad in intermediate. I didn't like the fact that I was the only one in my class with a dad that can't walk or talk. But I held it all in and carried on with my new normal life. Coming to see my dad every fortnight was nice. I didn't spend much time with him though, because I was so hypo and wouldn't like to sit in my place for a long time. My dad would only be able to sit in his bed. I was still young and didn't know much. I got so used to my dad being in a wheelchair that it would be normal, and I didn't know if he has improved from the past years or not. I didn't know if he was getting better or not. I thought my dad would be sick and in a wheelchair for my whole life, and I was scared for my dad. It felt like a bruise on my heart, and not to help, but my feelings were very sensitive. I would think of all the negative things in my life and blame it on myself. I didn't know why, and I didn't care what it was, but it was all my fault. My family was focused on my dad a lot. My family was focused on my dad a lot, and the rest of us were excluded. I didn't take things very well. The anger and the issues I would have to keep to myself because I would have no one to talk to. Everyone was too busy. I would have nights where I'd cry myself to sleep from overthinking too much. Every day in intermediate, I would feel different to everyone else. I didn't feel normal anymore. It was hard because I didn't have anyone to talk to. I didn't have anyone that would understand me. Nobody got me. So I decided to hide it all and tuck it away under all my other problems. I carried on throughout the year hiding my feelings. In year 8, things got worse. The problems were running on top of another. I kept trying to hide it. People were so mean to judge me. People were so mean and judgmental. Even boys were hurtful. My attitude got worse, and so did my grades. I didn't focus on school, I didn't listen to my teachers or parents, and I argued a lot. My life was going downhill and went blurry. All these emotions stored away were coming out in the wrong way, and I couldn't hear myself. School issues with me. Quiet voices became loud, and I became tiny between everyone else. I had no way to relieve tension. I was stuck in a bubble full of my emotions, and I couldn't breathe. I couldn't take any of this. Everything made me so weak. I thought nobody was there for me, and I couldn't find a hand. So I decided to cut. Cut to breathe. Cut to relieve. Cut through my bubble to let out my problems. It wouldn't last long, so it became an addiction to escape. My addiction. I would make sure no one would ever find out or notice what I had done to myself. This means more stuff kept stored away and hidden from everybody. More things to fit in my bubble. So much pain and weakness, all kept to myself. Nobody knew how I felt. Nobody could hear my scream for help. It was too much for one person to handle, so I soon told one of my friends. She was one of my friends that I could tell anything to. I confided in her. When she found out, it broke her. I didn't know telling somebody that I hurt myself that it was hurting them twice as much. She asked, "What's wrong and why are you doing this to yourself?" Talking about it made me sadder, but it felt good letting it out. But she felt like a stranger. She didn't get what I was talking about at most times. She didn't know why my problems were problems. I let a little mess out, but not enough. As the days would pass, my cuts wouldn't be strong enough. I needed something that would give me more. I was tired. Tired of family problems, tired of school, tired of people, and tired of living. The thoughts became more darker each day and night. So much pressure on one little girl. No one knew, no one heard. Things were quiet. The devil then whispered, "Do it. No one will notice." I had so much times where I was ready. I was ready to end things. One day I thought to myself, maybe living with my dad would be better. Maybe some of the stress will calm down. New school, new people, new house, new beginnings. One day I was talking to my nanny and I broke down. Burst into tears. Something burst my bubble. Emotions sprang across the room. Things were let out and I made things worse. Everyone knew what was going on, knew how I was feeling, and knew what I had done to myself. Family problems started and they came back strong. I had just started World War III. I thought everyone was angry at me. My problem of overthinking began once again. Thoughts were bad as ever. I just wanted everything to end. I saw my dad cry for the first time when somebody said suicidal. I broke him, and I broke him twice as much. I wasn't trying to end my pain, but I was about to give it to someone else in my family. Brighter thoughts popped in my head. Maybe they do care, and I wasn't even looking. This talk opened up my eyes a bit. Look what you're doing to yourself, Diani. Look what you're doing to your family, Diani. I love my family and I hurt them more. I wasn't alone, not at all. I just didn't look. So this is why I wanted to share my story, to let all you kids like me know that you're not alone, and you don't have to go through it alone. Our families don't know, they just are lost. They are just lost. So open up and talk. And if you feel that you can't, then write them a letter or talk to other kids like me. There are heaps of us. And for the parents, this may be how your kids are feeling in pain and alone. Make sure their thoughts aren't all clogged. Let them let it out. Let them realise you are there.
Thank you. Isn't she just gorgeous?
Joyce. Once again, finally, please put your hands and your hearts together.